Hello everyone and welcome to my micro bakery. I'm going to take you with me through bake day. And this bake day was exciting because it was my first fall bake. I started off the day around 6 a.m. and I had to start with the coffee because it was a long day ahead. And I love this Nespresso machine. It's the best purchase I've ever made. I started with the classic and rosemary garlic loaves. And since my last video, I added 2 more pans, so now I'm baking 6 at a time in my oven. I do realize that you need to leave it a couple more minutes with 6 in there just because it doesn't get as brown as I'd like them to. But it cuts off like an hour of baking, so I feel like it's worth it. And look how good they come out. The rise is always really great. I really love the double pan method, as you know if you watch my videos. I always use these baking/cooking rubber bands. They hold up really well in the oven. I got them on Amazon. I'll have them linked in my description if you guys are wondering, but I do get a lot of questions on that. People are always like, how do the rubber bands not melt? Well, that's why. I did just purchase a bread oven about a month ago and it finally came in this week. It is the Chanley Pico Plus oven and it can fit around 6 loaves at a time. Now obviously I'm baking 6 at a time right now, but I'm just really excited for the oven because I think it can improve my quality of the bread. I think it gives it a better bake, and also I'll be able to bake them without these pans so that it can be like a regular circle sourdough, if that makes sense. It won't be in this kind of sandwich shape. However, once I get that bread oven up and running, which it's going to take a couple weeks, I might give my customers the option to either have like the circle shape or the sandwich loaf shape. If you guys have any experience with this, let me know. What do you think people prefer? So now we're on to the cranberry pumpkin seed loaves. This was an addition for my fall menu and they baked up so perfectly. The rise was extra good on this one. I don't know if it's because of the inclusions, but they were so tall. I measured one and it was almost 5 inches tall. I only had 2 people pre-order these, and then I had 2 left at the stand, and people bought them just because it was the only bread left, so I'm not sure if this was a favorite for people. I don't know if people just don't like cranberries or what. I thought it would be a good fall idea, but we're gonna have to wait and see with that one. And the 2 loaves you're seeing in the background, those were 2 rosemary garlic loaves that I didn't really like how they came out. I'm not sure what happened, so I ended up just keeping those 2 for myself. And now we're on to scoring the loaves. You'll notice I have 2 loaf liners here, and that's because the dough was extra big for these ones. I think it was 900 grams each, so I just didn't want any part touching the pans because then it would burn. I realized I didn't get the final picture of the cranberry loaves on video, but this is what they looked like. The rise was really good, as you can see. Now we're on to the mini pumpkin cinnamon swirl loaves. I use these mini loaf pans from Amazon. I'll have those linked as well, along with the rubber bands. And I put them on a cookie sheet because if I put them all individually into the oven, they move around a lot. And I heard this tip from someone, I think it was on TikTok or YouTube. It's a great tip. It definitely worked out well for me. I'm really happy with how these turned out. They smelled and looked amazing. I think they're so cute. This is a closer shot of the mini pumpkin loaves. You can see all the cinnamon in it too. These are just my favorite. I love them. So now we're on to our English muffins, and I wanted to take a video of the process I do for this. I used 2 of the cooking sheets I was using before, and I line each side with parchment paper and I sprinkle some cornmeal on top. And midway through, I'll flip them, that way they can brown on each side, and then I'll put them back in the oven. This works the best for me. And I use these King Arthur metal rings that I also found on Amazon. I think they're about 3 inches wide, but I think it's the perfect size for my English muffins. They're really big and puffy. I love them. then here's another batch. This is what it looks like before I bake them, all in the rings, and then I add the parchment paper with the sheet on top and they'll go right into the oven.
Hey Google, set a time.
And we're on to our mini banana bread loaves. So these are so good. They look a little darker because I poured the butter in a little too hot and it melted some of the chocolate, but I still love how they came out. Hello everyone. I'm so tired. Look at all the dishes I have to do behind me, but I still need to sugar up these donuts. This is the last thing left, thank God. I'm so tired. It is, what time is it? My oven doesn't have its timer since the oven's on. It's 6:40 right now and I started at 6 a.m. So it's been 12 hours. It's probably gonna be another hour because I need to wait to package these donuts up, but this is what we have right now. Got a lot of stuff. So we got some extra cookies. So this is everything we're left with. We have a lot of English muffins, some banana breads, cookies, bagels. These two are from my aunt. She requested 2 boxes. We got a lot of bread over here, the mini pumpkin loaves. Hey everyone, so this is a quick update. I'm super tired. This is the day after I finished my farm stand. We sold a good amount of things, but there was a lot extra left. A lot of the mini pumpkin loaves were left, and then there was a mini banana bread loaf. And I just need to figure out how to adjust my menu today because I don't want to keep selling things that aren't going to sell. So I was thinking of maybe putting 2 mini loaves in, or selling 2 at a time instead of just 1. I think people are more inclined to buy things when there's more in a package, so we'll see how that goes. But if you watched along, thank you so much and happy fall.